Hey class, this is part one of equations. I kind of thought about if I was going to call this part one of equations, and I decided to go ahead and do that because we are going to need these ideas for equations. So let's go ahead and write this down. Okay, now equations are all about a balance, okay? And we're going to talk about that balance a little bit later. But we wanted first to talk about and discuss two key ideas that we're going to need when we're talking about equations. Equations, equations. Okay? All right. The first thing we're going to talk about is true statements. Okay? In this case, we're talking about true math statements. But let's go over an example of a true statement. All right, real world. True statement where you can actually say if it's true or false. True or false? Mr. T has on a yellow shirt right now. Is that true or false? It's true, right? Mr. T has on a yellow shirt. Now, we're going to get into a false statement later on. So let's go over an example of a true statement right quick. Here's our first one. And let me ask you this. Does the number 7, equal 7? Yeah, let me just write that. I was going to write something else, but yeah. The 7 equals 7. True or false? True, right? Yeah, it's true. True, all day long, true. Does 2 equal 2? Yes. Does negative 12 equal negative 12? Yeah, it does. Does the same things. Does negative 1/2 equal negative 1/2? Is that a true statement? Yeah, all 4 of these are true statements. And then last but not least, 0.3 repeating. Is 0.3 repeating the same thing as 0.3 repeating? Yeah, it's the same thing, okay? So again, all of these are examples. All of these are examples of true statements. These are true. Very, very true, okay? True statements, all 5 of these are true statements. All right, make sure you have that written down. We're about to move on. We're going to move on to false statements. And again, I know this can seem kind of like, why are we doing this? But it's important, okay? It's important, and you'll see why here in a little bit. Part 1 of equations. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and erase true statements. We're going to go into false statements. Make sure you have this written down. All right. All right. All right, false statements. False statements. Real world example of a false statement. Mr. T has blonde hair. True or false? No blonde hair. A little bit of gray, right? No, I'm just kidding. But again, you don't have blonde hair, right? It's a false statement. All right, let's go over some false statements. Negative 12 equal positive 9. Is that a true statement? Does negative 12 equal positive 9? No, right? Negative 12 is not the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to write this. Let me actually give you a bigger picture of this. An equal sign with the slash through it means not equal. Not equal or same. Not same, right? Not the same thing. So I'm going to draw a slash through this. Negative 12 not equal to 9. Negative 3 not equal positive 3. These are all false. These are all, actually, again, these statements right here with the equal sign are false, right? These are false statements. They're not correct, right? Negative 7 does not equal 5, right? We're drawing slashes to the equal sign because they're not equal. And negative 0.875 is not the same thing as negative 0.8. Not the same thing. And negative 1/2 is not the same thing as negative 2. Okay, these are all examples of numbers that are not the same things, right? And then I'm calling them false statements because, again, we're looking at them as if they didn't have the not equal sign, okay? As if they did not have that slash through it, right? So negative 12 does not equal 9. Negative 7 does not equal 5. Negative 3 does not equal 3. Negative 0.875 does not equal negative 0.8. And negative 1/2 does not equal negative 2. Again, we're looking at these as if they did not have the slash through them, right? Negative 12 equal 9. No, that is not true. That's a false statement. So I'm going to draw my slash through that line. Okay, these are examples of false statements. That's part 1 of equations. Thanks for watching, guys.